But then I had this thought today about competition and competition versus compassion, and the positive ways to use competition, and then the ways that can often be really detrimental to us. And we talk about that quite a bit, about that idea that when we go to competitions, that it's more about finding where we are, and that next challenge of taking the connection that we have with our horse out into a different environment, and not so much about being better than someone else, but challenging ourselves. And then I read a great quote in Power versus Force, which is one of my favorite books in the world. And he talks a lot in all of his books, David Hawkins, about competition and unhealthy competition and healthy competition. But I thought that this, for people that are struggling with that idea, and how can we be living joyful and happy lives if we aren't striving and doing and working harder and finding our identity in what we do. And he really talks, David Hawkins is awesome on that. And I thought that this quote really spoke to that much better than I can. So he says in Power versus Force, if top performers are imbued with the belief that their excellence isn't a personal accomplishment, but a gift belonging to all of mankind, as a demonstration of man's potential, they'll go strong and remain so through any event. So I think that for me, some days we might be bringing our best self forward, and there might be somebody whose best self is winning that race and we aren't, but we still are finding our own truth and our own excellence in that moment, and knowing that we are, it could be next month or next year that we are having our best day, and that other person may not be having his best day. And so it's finding that everybody has that possibility. And he goes on to say, we celebrate the champion because we recognize that he has overcome personal ambition through sacrifice and dedication to higher principles. The great become legendary when they teach by example. It isn't what they have, nor what they do, but what they have become that inspires all of mankind, and that's why we honor them. The Olympic spirit resides within the heart of every man and woman. Great athletes can, by example, awaken awareness of that principle in all people. These heroes and their spokesmen have a potentially powerful influence on all of mankind, literally the power to lift the world on their shoulders. The nurturing of excellence and recognition of its value is the responsibility, and recognition of its value is the responsibility of all men, because the quest for excellence in any area of human endeavor inspires us all toward the actualization of every form of man's yet unrealized greatness. And so for me, what he's saying is anything that we choose to be creative in, striving and being brave to take that out into humanity is special, because we can inspire people that we don't even think need inspiration or are even seeing us. So we don't have to be on the world stage to do it. If you are on the world stage, then absolutely we want to be, really good examples, and living and walking the talk. But the quest for excellence in any area of human endeavor inspires us all toward the actualization of every form of man's yet unrealized greatness.